That's what I was. I was a nerd. I'll admit. I'm a recovering engineer now. That's what. I had my pants lowered in a series of 12 operations. That was the hardest part. I was slowly disappearing into my trousers. They were right about here my last couple of years. Didn't even wear shirts. There was no point. Turtleneck pants also wore. Just a pair of Dockers and a collar. That was it. I had to undo the fly to shake hands with people.
Very funny, very funny. Let's give it up for that fine young comedian there. I think, keep an eye on that young man. I think he is going places, really. Very funny. He's going to be a big star someday. By the way, his name is, well, it's me. That was me. That was me. And at the time, I was a young comedian, at least a younger comedian. That was me from 1998. Oh, that's hard to watch, let me tell you. I don't know where the time went. That was 1998. On stage at Rooster T Feathers in Sunnyvale, California, the heart of Silicon Valley, right there in El Camino Real, right there in the heart of Silicon Valley. And, oh, by the way, welcome to Comedy in Place. I am your host, Don McMillan, sharing comedy from my office here. But I was going through my old files. I found that one. I found that old tape, and I thought I'd talk about my time in Sunnyvale because I loved it at Rooster T Feathers. I love my time in Silicon Valley. For those who didn't know me or don't know about me, I worked as a chip designer at a company called VLSI Technologies. Chip designers, by the way, known for their sense of humor. All very, very funny. Not at all, really. But I worked by day as an engineer, and then at night I started doing comedy. And I think the only reason it worked is because I felt at home at Rooster T Feathers. I did. It was where all the nerds went. I mean, first of all, Silicon Valley is, if you want to see nerds in their natural habitat, go to Silicon Valley. It's where they thrive and prosper. Nerds are everywhere there. It is nerdvana. It is nerdvana. There's no place else like it. Like, people really pick restaurants there based on the Wi-Fi capability. They do. They're like, let's go to Three Amigos. Oh, no, their Wi-Fi is crap. We got to go somewhere else. They pick it based on Wi-Fi capability. I would get heckled there. I love the crowds. I couldn't get too nerdy for those crowds. They would technically heckle me. I'd get like a drunk guy going, "That's not a chemistry joke. That's a physics joke. You got the wrong branch of science, butthead." I would get mathematically corrected in the middle of the show. I'd have like guys going, "I'm sorry there, but you're talking about a non-relativistic point of view. You really need to take the speed of light into. You need a Einstein relative model really to tell that joke correctly." I would get technically heckled, and I loved it. It made me laugh every time it happened. So I'm celebrating Rooster T Feathers in Sunnyvale. The clip at the beginning of the show was from Rooster T Feathers. You'll see a clip at the end, also from Rooster T Feathers. And I thought I'd share a quick story. This is one of my favorite stories I would share at Rooster T's. And it was based on my time at VLSI Technology, which was a startup company. And at those times, in those days, you always had to wear your badge, right? You had to have your security badge. You had your picture on it, right? Picture of your head, had your name there. You had to have your badge on. The CEO of VLSI was very picky. You must wear your badge. We need it for security. No, that's not what it was about. It was not about security. No, those badges were an upper management device. Yeah. Because they would teach this thing in management school. They would teach it. It was called the peak. If you did it correctly, you could make it look like you knew everybody's name in the company. Like when you came up to somebody as a CEO and you were wandering around the building and you come up and you go, how you doing today? And you peek at their badge. You're like, how you doing today? George. I see your friend Charlie is doing quite well. You're looking at their badge. They don't know your name. They're looking at your badge. So you had to have your badge on. So I didn't know this about VLSI. And so I'm working. I'd only been there for a couple of days. And I didn't have my badge on. I wasn't used to wearing my badge. So Al, the CEO, happens to come into our building. And we were on a little off-site building. Everybody's like, grab your badges. Al's here. If you don't have your badge on, you're going to be in trouble. Have your badge on. So I didn't have my badge on. I'm like looking around. And I find a badge just laying around. It was like a customer badge. And it had a picture on it. So I think I just pop it on. I'm like, oh, please don't come in my office. Please don't come in it's a cubicle, actually. Please don't come in. I'm crouching down in my cubicle so he can't see me. But he comes by my office and he looks and he goes, so how are you doing today, Ramesh? My badge says Ramesh. I'm like, I'm doing very, very good. We are kicking some butt, sir. Yes. That is more or less a true story. That is more or less, I changed a couple of things. Ramesh wasn't the real name, but it was something close to that. But I hope you got a kick out of that story. That's more or less a real story from my days in Silicon Valley. I hope that was funny. If it's not, I have some more stuff coming up from Silicon Valley, so stick around. It'll be funny. The audience is laughing. Until then, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're still laughing. Keep tuning in. I'm going to keep doing this. For now, here comes some more comedy from Rooster T Feathers in Sunnyvale right now.
Let's go. Any other engineers? Over there. Where are you from? San Jose. I mean, what company I meant. I'm sorry. Alza? As in Heimer? Alzheimer. Memory that forgets. 8 megabytes of magnesium RAM. I wrote that file there yesterday. What does Alza do? I don't even know. It's a pharmaceutical company. Drug. Oh, thank you for clearing that up. I don't know the big words. So you're a pusher. What do you do for Alza?
I'm
A process engineer. So stuff just comes by you. Okay, that's the process. Okay, is that a version of chemical engineering? I think you have an electrical engineering background and you're doing process engineering. What the hell? Don't follow that education thing. Just print up cards, I can get a job. Look, process engineer. Oh, what do you need? An industrial? Okay, just a second. There you go. Industrial engineer. That's the process by which I became an industrial engineer. Oh, the rub out and move on process.